This is Wag Chicago. I found where this music's coming from. Hang on. Right there. Yep, there it is. Alright. I needed to. I wasn't going to come on yet because there's really nothing weather-wise in my area, but we did get a little hail, like rain, kind of, but only for a few minutes. However, I'm looking at the world view and take a look at what's over the Midwest here. A big triangle, literally straight edge line on the radar, and there's some kind of difference between this side of the screen and this side of the screen. I mean, right here. And you can see it coming down here. It's like there's a wedge right in there. Let me make sure my mics are on. Hang on. We got mics on. Test, test, test. Yeah, I screwed that up the other day. The black screen, it was my fault. See, sometimes you get a little lazy, I guess, and you assume your stuff's working, and it's not. So, let's go back to this wedge real quick. I think I'm on the air. Let's go right here. And you take a look at this. Let's just center this up right about there. Now, this is on the line, right? So you could say that it's a camera shot problem, right? It's funny, it's in this section. That's where they do those stripes, right? That's probably what they're going to say. The other thing I'm seeing weird is look at all these weird lines coming down in each strip. Each strip has a line like this. It looks like they're equally spaced. Is this some new weather? Whatever. Who knows? But if you were to measure the distance from here to here, from here to here, here to here, see what I'm saying? Those look like they're the same size. Oh, can I measure here? I think I can. Hang on. Where is it? I think there is a way to measure on here. Hang on. Maybe not. I thought they had a measuring tool on here, and there might be one. I just maybe don't have the right layer added or something. But somebody smarter than me will figure this out. This is kind of weird that line is showing up all the way across the planet. Look at, so coming off the edge of Mexico right there, but it goes up probably to the Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, maybe. This one's going right through like the edge of Florida, then through Mexico again. This one's going into Venezuela. They're having crazy weather down there, I think. This one's going into Brazil, also flooding, crazy weather. This one's covering these countries here in Africa. I don't know. I know Africa just had some hurricanes and stuff. I don't know what side, though. It's a huge place. And then, you see, all the way over here, Afghanistan's in line on this one. India, part of it, all the way through center of China. Look at this. What is this? Is this a satellite problem? I mean, we've looked at this before. I don't know. So I you know, yeah, I added more filters just to get rid. This looks like something right here. I didn't want to say nothing at first, but there's like a circle brewing there. I don't know what that is. And it also looks like there's one starting to form over here. Like a black hole type circle. I don't know. Since black holes are in the news today, they're picking a day. We're backwards. We got 910214. So you got 911 in the number, of course. Always makes you wonder. And then April 10th, 10-4 is how most countries write that. I just got a weird. Something feels like weird. This looks weird, for sure. And it looks like it's not going through Australia. It doesn't look like it goes that far south. Whatever these energy that's showing up here on radar, I can't imagine those are clouds, as some channels would call it. It looks dirty, like it's a brownish color. I don't know. Is it from the spraying and then the satellites now are having trouble seeing through the atmosphere in certain spots? See what I mean? Because we know they started new spraying in 2019 with Bill Gates. So we're seeing stuff in the skies now that we've never seen before. We're having the second storm of 1,000 years now happening within a week or 3 weeks or whatever it is now. Just missing Illinois. The Nebraska area, the Midwest, where all our cattle and corn and pigs I know are grown out there. They've already lost millions of animals to the floods already, and all the snow hasn't melted yet. Top that off, they're going to get, 2 to 4 feet of snow in certain areas? Are you kidding me? We're in the second week of April, and you're getting a land hurricane. They change it, they call it what do they call it in China and all that? The other word for hurricane, whatever. So they change it to that so you don't get so nervous, I guess. But now we're not getting any satellite feed over the United States. That's interesting. All these technical difficulties. And we have the largest storm the second largest one in 2,000 years or 1,000 years or whatever it is, just starting, and all the radar just went blank. Not radar, satellite. Let's try. Do we have satellite or radar? We're having some radar problems down there. Look at the lines. No data. And remember where we catch all these freak-ass lightning shows going on out here with these imaginary storms. Look at this thing over Kingston, Jamaica. Look at, what is this? That energy's so bright, it's pegging the meter down here. Look at down here in the bottom right. 70 is the highest it goes. Look at this. It's shorting out their radar. Holy cow. There's no storm here. What is this? Look at the scale. Look at the scale. It's so bright, it's shorting out the radar. Look, half of it disappeared. That's not creepy, huh? When we have a hurricane on land heading towards Nebraska, second one in 3 weeks. Nothing to see here, folks. Their little experiment. Look at what they're doing to the radar just south of Florida. Look at, you could see the lines like we were seeing in Brisbane. This is mimicking the same thing in Brisbane. Brisbane, Australia, we saw. It's on tape. I got it on here a month ago. It's the same pattern. They're doing something over here in near Cuba. Look at right there. They just turned it on. And then look at the lightning. Look at the lightning up here. That's not lightning. There's no storms out here. This is the stuff we catch in the middle of the night. They're doing it right now. Look at these imaginary lightning storms. It's always the smudged out radar in this location. This happens all the time. Except not this wide. I don't see it as close to the shore like this. So there could be some storms up here. But out here, this is always like this. It's always blacked out. There's something they do out here that charges up the air. You'll see this all the time. I caught this so many times. And when that's happening, we can go to Japan. That's one other leg of the triangle, I called it. There's one that happens out here in the water of Japan. Watch this. If this is happening, it'll be happening there too. Oh, look at these mystery dots popping up. Oh, yeah. No, that's not a problem. Yeah, nah. Nothing to see here. So, the other part of the triangle would then be Brisbane, Australia, right around here. Sometimes off the coast here. This is where, look at, and they've been Xing out the radar for the island south of here. There's Tasmania, I think. I mean, I'm starting to get to know these cities because I watch this so much. There, they got the pattern going on right now. There it is. Look at it flashing. You'll see it. Right there. There it is. There's a triangle of 3 locations is how they're doing this. It's how they're steering it, is my guess. I watch this all the time. That's a lot of energy. I just showed somebody this over one of the holidays recently. Wow. So, we have a triangle. I'll show you right now. Look at no data all through here. Look at all the lightning and electricity here. No data, no data, no data. Look at this, no data. They are blocking it all over the place. Look at this. I've never seen it over here before. This is new. I've never seen the mystery lightning off the coast of Brazil or Ecuador, wherever this is. Never seen it here yet. So this is new to me. It's in Costa Rica right now. So they might be firing up some extra equipment, if you know what I mean. Right here. I've never seen it here before. But look how close it is to the Bahamas. And maybe it's just overreacting so bad here. We saw it shorting out down here in Kingston. Look at this. Look how the radar is. Those storms are so high, they're off the scale. But they're not storms. There's no data. See, they're turning this shit off all over, or it's shorted out. This shit may have shorted out their radar. That's why, maybe maybe we can't see the United States right now. Maybe. Did they short it out, or did they turn it off? That's not normal. No. And it's not a storm. There's no pattern. There's no nothing. That just appears and then goes away. And look at the scale. Look at the scale of it. Look down here. The scale. This is off the chart. It doesn't even register. This is crazy. It doesn't register. There's a ton of energy. What else are we missing? I'm telling you, this is the same formation you're seeing. Very similar to the one that's in Brisbane. That weird pattern that comes out of the radar. The radar is probably right in the center here. Wonder why people are getting headaches down there? Look at it fire up in here, just mysteriously. Poof. Think if you're living in Jamaica right now, you're getting a headache, a little dizziness, a little not feeling good. Turning this shit on all around you. Welcome to 5G. It's coming. Oh, and by the way, speaking of 5G, and this, I heard on PC Mag, I think. PC Mag is testing it in Chicago right now on Verizon. They've gone live with some of it. They're testing it right now. So 5G is up in test mode, according to PC Mag, I think it was. I'll try and find that in a little while, but I heard that this morning. So welcome to Chicago. Welcome to 5G. And if you're living here in Jamaica right now, your skin a little tingly, anything feel weird, because you are getting fried with whatever they're doing. Now this definitely looks like radar coming out of the center here. Like the center point is right here. And it equally spreads out from there. So they're firing up something here. They probably got antenna clusters. We got a base there somewhere. And then what we're doing in Jamaica, I have no clue. But whatever it is, you just got zapped really hard. We're watching it. That's not a storm. Yeah, and this mystery lightning. This is always going on out here. It's always smudged out. So it's brownish color. Here, look. You'll see what I'm talking about. They're blocking whatever this is. They're circles. Whatever these are, they put off a circle pattern. Probably little boats or whatever the hell they got floating out here. So, here's your first part of the triangle. Isn't the Bermuda Triangle out here too? Wouldn't that be something if this shit was all tied into Bermuda Triangle? This is because of it. Could be a natural event too. I mean, like I always say, it's either God or the military, right? It's one or the other. So if it's God, then this is a Bermuda Triangle, and it just does these funky things, and they get zapped, and maybe that's why people get weird down there or something. I don't know. You know, but it could be not from God and from man who's trying to be God, and then that's where it becomes a problem. Because they're tinkering with shit he's already perfected, so why are you messing with it? Oh, because you will then be blended with the computers, right? And then you get rid of people and you get eternal life. This is what they believe. They really believe this. That's why they're spraying you. That's why they're doing GMO. That's why they put drugs into the system that hurt people. That's why. See, when you start asking why, all of a sudden shit just starts. All the answers are out there. That's the scary thing. It's all out there. There's no conspiracy. There's no nothing. You could find all these documents you need to find. Everything's out there. You can see with your own eyes. They're turning data off in lifetime. And there's mysterious waves of energy showing up as radar, right? Or you could ignore it. That's cool. You could ignore it. It's your right. It's just a relief to me that I'm not so stupid. It's just because I ask why. So when I ask why, I'm like, why is there lightning in the water out here when there's no storm clouds? Would you ask that? No. Would you even think of it? No. I do. So therefore, I'm a jerk off. Yay. So, for those of us who think like me, we just keep looking at this, putting it out there, and hopefully other people can help put these pieces of these puzzles together. That's all. I'm not smart enough to put the puzzle together. I'm just smart enough to be able to see when shit ain't right, and this is looking weird. CERN is supposed to be down, but they're pretty active. Some weird lightning out there in Italy, it looks like. And then you go up to the Ukraine, where we got up there a little thunderstorm action. The other weird thing is these storm fronts don't look like they used to on the news even 10 years ago. Like I remember as a kid, I had friends that were from Nebraska, so their grandmother would call, right? I think out here, somewhere out here. Anyways, they would be getting these storms out of like Colorado or whatever, and the grandmother would say they got a, whatever, a snowstorm, whatever it is, and then you knew like within 2 days it would be arriving through here. It always happened that way. Or if they got real bad thunderstorms, there was a good chance that we're going to get those the next night or the night after. That doesn't happen like that no more. You get these things where 20 days in advance, they tell you a pinpoint location that's going to get X amount of inches, whether it's rain, snow, whatever. They know. Watch those 2 hurricanes that hit North Carolina or South Carolina last year, the coast over there. They hit the exact town, and they called it like 20 days in advance. It landed literally on the town 20 days previously reported that it would. How do you get that accurate? I mean, if their weather is that accurate when they want it to be, get it? No, you don't get it. Oh, I'm just watching. There's all this energy is just popping up. Is that what they're going to tell us, right? There's no data coming from South America right now, except Brazil itself. The rest, oh wait, the whole continent isn't down. So where's their radar? I don't know. And then you see the smudge mark, and then this is new. Whatever this is, from Colombia to Nicaragua, Honduras. Look at this. There's no storms out here. That's acting like the Florida ones were acting like when I first saw them. It looked like it was this crazy busy. Can you just, anybody want to tell me what this is? And it's not ground clutter. There's no airport there. That's over water. Far enough away from the land, probably so nobody could see what those are. So what's out there? And it's important enough that the government has it blurred out. Which doesn't make sense to me either. What are you going to tell from a radar? Like the shape of something, maybe? I don't even know what they're blurring it out for. But whatever. That's why they get the big money. I don't, look at this mystery storm here. I don't get it. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Sometimes you gotta say what is going on. You know what I mean? And when you can put this triangle here, right here, there to there, over to here, and then back. You got a triangle pointing east, by the way. That's kind of interesting. That better not be pointing to the pyramids or some shit. If you put these points, the one where we get all the time, like right here, and the other one is down over here, and I think it's always in the water here. But Brisbane has that weird radar going on. But the water lightning's out here. So if you draw a line, if this is the tip, and you go all the way to Japan where the one set is, then cross over, there's your base, and then there's the other angle to the tip. And it's pointing, basically it's pointing like towards up here. Whatever, England maybe, I don't know. It definitely forms a triangle. It definitely has activity at all 3 points. There's even new activity, and I don't know if this can be kind of considered the same point because the Earth is kind of big, but if this whole region maybe now is one section, like one big dot, just like this, it's probably the same as like this whole surface area here and this surface area here. I bet you if that is, then this is just part of this, whatever's going on. Looks like out of Cuba is looks like where they're heading it. Where that radar, see, you can see the circle right there. It's making a circle pattern. The radar unit, whatever's shooting the atmosphere is happening right there. You can see it from further out like this. And then as you get closer, look at Kingston. This is the crazy one down here. Jamaica is just getting fried by something. Fried. Off the scale fried. I don't even know what to say. I mean, the facts are here. I mean, you're going to say everything from these are glitches, the radars are down, there's ground clutter, there's chaff. That's probably what this is going to be, chaff. They're doing a test, right? But when you see the 3 points, now it gets a little harder to answer why when you've got activity and then activity in Australia and activity in Japan, and it makes a perfect triangle pointing east. Anybody want to take it from there? Because I suck at the maps and all that. So where is that thing pointing? And we already know they make it snow in the Middle East, and they're doing that. They got snowy, nice green areas now, and so there's no secret. I've done videos on the way they make it rain and change the weather, and it's no secret. That's what I'm saying. The only thing you gotta do is ask why. If you ask why, you'll find out. If you don't ask why, then it's on you. Alright, let me get back to editing these other videos back together. So, it's Wag Chicago. I wanted to show you what was going on. Just something strange going on.